In our review, we're going to look at problem number 9. After reading this carefully, it looks like I'm purchasing packages of soda, 6 cans for $1.98, and 6 bottles of water for $2.16. But I need 2 dozen cans of soda. 2 dozen is translated to 24 individual cans. So to purchase cans that come in packages of 6, I would need 4 packages of 6. So when I write that as an equation, I need 4 times my $1.98 to get my total amount of cans of soda to make 2 dozen. For my 18 bottles, if they come in packages of 6, I would need 3 times 6 to get to my 18. So I need 3 packages of $2.16 to get to my 18 bottles. Then I get to add those problems together to get my total amount. If I do my estimation next, I'm going to round $1.98 to 2 whole dollars, and I'm going to round $2.16 to 2 whole dollars, and then add. When I look at this being 8 plus 6 more, I end up with 14. So I'm looking at about $14 as an estimated cost. When I do my math over here and I have $1.98 times 4, I just want to look at multiplying. 4 times 8 is 32, carry the 3. 4 times 9 is 36, plus 3 more is 39, carry the 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 more is going to be 7. Now I have to look behind to count the values sitting behind the decimal. So I come in from behind and count the same number of values and put my decimal point in. So we're talking about $7.92 for just the cans of soda. Now I'm going to go back and do the bottles of water. $2.16 times 3. Again, we're just going to multiply and not worry about the decimal. 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 more is 4, and 3 times 2 is 6. Now I'm going to look at my value sitting behind the decimal, and I have 2 behind, so I look from behind and I come 2 from behind and put in my decimal. So I'm looking at $6.48 for the cost of the water bottles. My last step is to add these 2 amounts together so I can get my total. So $7.92 plus $6.48. This time when I think about my decimal, I want to line them up like buttons on a shirt, and my decimal point will come straight down. So let's add 2 plus 8 is 10. Let's carry the 1. 9 plus 1 more is 10, plus 4 is 14. Carry the 1. We have 8 plus 6 more, which is 14. When we look at our final answer, to answer the question up at the top, the total amount, it's money of $14.40. And is that going to check out with our estimated cost? Yes. Now let's look at problem number 10. In problem number 10, we are actually looking at jogging for a week. And every day that I jog a different distance. So in looking at the table, I can see that each one is a different amount. Some of them are fractions and some of them are decimals. So in my equation, really what I want to think about doing is adding all of my amounts together. Now, I might think about maybe subgroups, add all the decimals together is a possibility. Or I could add all the fractional parts together, but if I'm adding fractions, I need to make sure I have a common denominator. So my equation here would be add all of them, however you would like to do that. I don't think I have enough room in my box to show you that. But in my estimated cost, we're going to estimate each number. 2.3 would be rounded to 2, and we're going to add. 1 3/4 would be rounded to 2, and we're going to add. 2 1/2 would be rounded to 3, and we're going to add 2 whole. 1.8 would be rounded to 2, and add. 2.6 would be rounded to 3, and add. 1 3/4 would be added to on the end, and we want to get a total. That's 4, 7, 9, 11, 14, 16. So I would have about 16. When I come over here to the side, I think I'm going to add all of them together, but I am going to change them all to decimals. Because decimals, adding, I just have to line up buttons on a shirt. But 1 3/4 can be written as 1.75. 2 1/2, 2.5. 2 whole, and where does the decimal sit if we cannot see him? He sits behind my 1.8, 2.6, and 1.75. Now with this, I do need to think that my buttons on a shirt, we're lining these all up, buttons on a shirt, but I might want to add some zeros to balance out to make sure I'm adding correct values. So I'm adding the hundreds place, and then I will add the tens place, and then I will add 1 whole, but we are adding. So in doing that, 5 plus 5 is 10, and carry the 1. I have 10 plus 1 more is 11, 16 plus 8 will be 22, plus 6 will be 28, plus the 7 more, and we're going to get 37, and we're going to carry the 3. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And my decimal comes straight down. Now, this is talking about miles. So 14.7 miles. If my answer were answered in fraction form, it would be 14 7/10 of a mile. And there's our final answer.